Honestly, this is the way to keep creating unlimited clients in your business. Keep growing your audience, keep nurturing them and helping that audience, and keep selling to that audience. Again, you have to be really intentional about these. Choose one, a maximum two strategies, master repeating these strategies again and again. Hello and welcome to the Brave Marketing Podcast with your host Swapna Thomas. This is the podcast for the renegades, the trailblazing leaders, and the change makers who don't just have a business, it's your calling. Those of you who want to make a difference and make money, but all on your own terms. I'm on a mission to show as many life coaches as possible how you can have more income, more impact, and infinitely more fun by being unapologetically and bravely you and breaking all the rules. I have created 5-figure months with no paid ads, a tiny list, and zero complicated sales funnels. Simplifying marketing and teaching you how to use it for good in the world is my zone of genius. With this podcast, I'm here to share weekly episodes on the soul and the strategy of marketing, mindset, money, and everything online business. Let's dive into today's episode. Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Brave Marketing Podcast. And today we are getting into the second part of the episode, which is all about the 23 questions to ask yourself to reach your goals with ease in 2023. And in the last episode, I shared some interesting questions, which is all about how to sort of integrate the last year, what 2022 meant for you, and how to set your goals for 2023. We went a little bit deep into what goals are you choosing and why are you choosing those goals. And then how are you going to become more and more of an embodiment of your goals in 2023. And in this next part of the episode, we are going to talk a little bit more about the strategy of how are you actually going to get where you want to go. But before I get into that, I just want to remind you that 2023 starts when you decide it starts, right? It's never too late. So if you haven't gotten around to planning your new year, or you just don't know how to start doing it right now, it's okay. Just start somewhere, right? It's never too late. You can just begin with anything. Literally use these 2 episodes to plan your whole year. Just start and don't shame yourself. Okay? So let's dive straight away into the next set of questions that I have for you to start planning for 2023. Question number 12 that I want you to ask yourself is, what is the easiest way for me to reach my goals? Whatever your money goal is, I can promise you that there is a simple way to reach that. Sometimes we can end up unnecessarily complicating our offer suite. So the number of offers that we have in our business, we can end up complicating that, and the number of products we have, number of services we have, we can just make a little bit of a mess with all of that. Honestly, if you are right now under $150,000 in your business, then your offer suite should not have more than a couple of offers, 1 or 2 offers. That's it. Constraint is going to be your friend. Okay. But what those 1 or 2 offers are can be totally up to who you are and what your business is. Those offers can be private coaching, it can be a mastermind, it can be a group program, it can be courses or a group of courses, right? That, or a membership as well. It can be anything that you want, but refining those number of offers and keeping them to maximum 1 or 2 is going to go a long way in helping you reach that goal with lots of ease and simplicity. The next question then to ask yourself is, what is the offer that I want to master selling this year? Once you have simplified your offer suite, then the next thing you want to do is to focus on the one offer that you really want to master selling. So if you have narrowed down your offers to private coaching and a DIY course, but the majority of your income is likely to come from your private coaching, then you should focus on mastering selling that. How do you want to enroll clients? Do you want to run webinars? Do you want to book sales from simple social media posts, or maybe both of them? So instead of throwing spaghetti on the wall, get really intentional about a couple of strategies that you're going to use again and again to get better and better at filling your one offer, right? And hitting your goals with that one offer and really mastering selling that. The next question, question number 14, is to ask yourself, who is my ideal client that I want to speak to and I want to call into my business? Honestly, this is a question that I plan to ask myself every quarter, because as we market and work with clients, our definition of ideal client, it keeps shifting a little bit at a time. We figure out more and more nuances of who our clients are, what are their problems and desires, why they want to work with us right now, what's their internal urgency. So when you ask yourself these questions about your ideal client, you also are creating conscious boundaries around who are you calling in as clients in your business. Because what you are really saying is that these are the people I want to work with, as opposed to working with anyone who is willing to pay me. So you're getting really intentional about who are you speaking to, who are you calling into your business, and who are you creating this content for, right? And that will help you become more and more specific in your language, in your marketing, and in your content as well, which means it's going to work better and better at attracting those clients. Question number 15 is to ask yourself, what social media platform do I want to master this year? If you have an online business, there is so much pressure to be omnipresent. And most marketing gurus will tell you that you have to do what it takes to be everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, Clubhouse, or the next new shiny thing that comes along. But in my opinion, that is the quickest way to burn out, unless you're already making enough money to outsource most of these platforms to a team. So again, if you are under $150,000 a year, then just focus on mastering one social media platform and maybe have another one as a growing one. So if Facebook has been your thing and that's where you have gotten clients before, keep mastering that and maybe start growing your presence on Instagram or LinkedIn. Also, don't fall for stuff like Facebook is dead or Instagram is dead. No, unless you absolutely hate a platform, you will get results from it if you stay consistent on it. But yeah, if you personally hate a platform, you don't like using it, then totally ditch it, because no marketing strategy can top your energy, your personal energy, right? So energetically, if you absolutely hate a platform, no marketing strategy can save that. So choose a platform that you already love using and being on, and then just master that. So the next three questions, question number 16, question number 17, and 18, I'm going to combine these three questions because they are interlinked. So these questions are, what audience growth strategies will I use this year? What audience nurturing strategies will I use this year? And what selling strategies will I use this year? Honestly, this is the way to keep creating unlimited clients in your business. Keep growing your audience, keep nurturing them and helping that audience, and keep selling to that audience. Again, you have to be really intentional about these. Choose one and maximum two strategies to grow your audience, whether it is masterclasses, webinars, or challenges. And again, you have to master repeating these strategies again and again, right? So if you choose webinars, just run the same webinar every other month. Or if you're choosing to run a challenge, keep repeating the same challenge or a slightly different variation of that challenge every other month, and really master running that challenge and bringing more audiences, more and more new audiences to your business, right? Similarly, for nurturing your audience and selling to your audience, you want to get really intentional and focus on getting good at the strategies that you're using, rather than just, playing whack-a-mole with your strategies and just testing a different strategy every other day. Now let's get to question number 19, which is when will I launch and what will I launch? So once you've gotten really clear about who are you speaking to and what are you selling, how are you growing your audience, nurturing them and selling to them, then you get to do the fun part, which is mapping out your launches. Your launch plan would depend on what are you selling. For example, if you're planning on selling your mastermind, then you might be launching it once or twice a year. If it's a course or a group program, then you might be launching it every quarter. And if you're only selling your private coaching, you can still launch it every month or for 6 weeks until spots fill out. And while you're making this plan, I also want you to map out what you will do before and after the launches. So you might want to dedicate a month or two before the launch for some intentional audience growth and warming them up. And after the launch, you might want to keep some time for rest and refilling your energy. So again, this is all about getting really intentional about anything that you're doing in your business. So getting really clear and intentional about when are you going to launch things so that you're not flying by the seats of your pants, right? You're literally mapping out everything, giving yourself enough space and time to do the things the way you want to do them and not just rush into them feeling completely unprepared, which is good. Messy, imperfect launching is my thing, but I also know that it's not sustainable. So if you keep doing that again and again, you will risk burning yourself out. So give yourself lots of space and time to plan your launches out so that you can actually get a lot of content pre-written and you're not literally creating content, as you go and just making up things on the way. And because not that it doesn't work, but it exhausts you and it drains your energy and you want to have creative energy and you want to feel fulfilled when you're launching. So really get intentional about what are you launching and when are you launching. And also giving yourself time to refill your energy, taking a vacation, or just having some time to just be and rejuvenate yourself. Question number 20 is what habits do I need to start or stop? By this time, you might already be thinking about what needs to happen for these plans that you're making to actually materialize. There might be patterns around procrastination, self sabotage, or hustle that you know have kept you from reaching your goals before. So, this might be a good time to take stock of what habits to start or stop or both to increase your chances of reaching your goals. So, really start looking at, what are one or two habits? Again, get really intentional about these. Don't overcomplicate things for yourself. Just one or two habits. One thing that I can start doing more of, and one thing I need to stop doing in this year. Question number 21 is what resources or support do I need to be able to do all of the above with ease and without hustle? Are there any skills that you need to learn or any people you need to hire to help you reach your goals? For example, if audience growth is a top priority for you, then there might be specific skills you need to grow and master. So maybe Facebook ads or running masterclasses or pitching to podcast or maybe even writing a book. Or maybe you know that this is the year where you go all in on receiving the strategic and mindset support in the form of a coach like yours truly to keep you and your brain on track. If that's you, definitely reach out and let's talk. Question number 22 is who will you be once you have hit your 2023 goals? Let me repeat that once again. Who will you be once you have hit the 2023 goals? If you do nothing else, and if you ask yourself no other question than this one, please let it be this one. Because honestly, this is a magical question. Who will you be once you have hit your 2023 goals? How will you feel? What will your most common thoughts about yourself be? What will your thoughts be about your offers, about your business, your clients? What actions will you take and how will you take them? Will you be calm, confident, happy, peaceful, fulfilled? Will you think that your audience loves to work with you? that they're always excited to pay you, and that it's so easy to sell your offers. The real magic is in actually becoming that end of 2023 version of you now. In this moment, how can you be calm? How can you be confident? How can you become peaceful? Start practicing the thoughts that your clients love to work with you. They love to pay you. It's almost like reverse engineering your results by practicing the thoughts and feelings that you think that those results are going to give you. And you're just getting ahead of yourself, right? Like you're getting ahead of the time and already practicing those thoughts and feelings. So those results become like a natural conclusion, right? So it's a little bit of magic and a little bit of logic, but really, this is the one question I definitely want you to ask yourself. We are now on the final question of this series, and that is, how will you celebrate the big and small goals through the whole year? This is the last question, and probably the question I personally struggle with a lot because I'm not very good at celebrating my wins. But what I have learned is that celebrating is not just about buying something or having an experience like a holiday or a dinner. It is about integrating the feeling that you did this, you created this, you have become this person. And the celebration, it becomes the physical evidence of that change. So, one of my personal goals this year is to celebrate every big and small win, whether it is by buying something or just having a dance party of one or taking the day off to just be. Doing something and making that moment and that win a little bit more special and integrating that with my identity. So that's what I want you to also try. And that's something I want to leave you with, this thought of how are you going to celebrate each and every win, whether it's a small win, it's a big win, everything counts. Okay. So this was the episode. These were the 23 questions that I know that if you ask yourself and you put these into your 2023 plan, hitting your goals is going to become inevitable, but also it's going to become actually easier and completely devoid of hustle. So I hope you got a lot out of this episode. Let me know, DM me on Instagram, or you can email me. But I also want to just remind you that you don't have to do this alone. If you need support and if you need help in doing this, you're allowed to do that. You don't have to keep DIYing your business and you don't have to keep going at it alone. You can get support from someone like me who can literally make this path easier for you, right? So if you are looking for support and if you know that this is the year that you stop giving into your excuses, you stop letting your own brain become the obstacle in the way to your goals, then reach out, get on a call with me. There is a link to book a VIP marketing strategy call with me where I will take you through my amazing 5-step energetic marketing audit framework, and you will be able to see the 3 exact shifts that you need to make 2023 goals inevitable for you, right? And we will also talk about how you can work with me and what we can do together to make this so much more easier and smoother for you. So go ahead and book that call in. The link is in the description, and I would love to chat with you. Until then, I hope you're going to listen and re-listen to this episode and start planning your new year. If you haven't started already, that's okay. It starts whenever you decide it starts. But just start, right? Like take one small step to put in your goal and start breaking that down into simple steps. I will see you in the next week's episode. Until then, stay brave. That's the episode for today. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. I am thrilled to have you as part of the Brave Marketing community. Because this podcast is still brand new, it would mean so much to me if you could leave a 5-star review as that will make it easy for other brave hearts to find this podcast and grow our community of rule breakers. Until next time, have a brave week ahead.